Boom! Rise and shine. It's construction time. Your boy Marky Saint is with the construction crew right now, and if you can't tell, it's about to go down. The bungalow is getting built out, wall for wall. We got the panels yesterday. Got 6 different panels. Pinong's on the job. He's head foreman. He's getting the guy snapped too. They're cutting the pieces, and we're literally jigsawing this together. You're looking at bungalow number 10 finally getting put together after 6 years of just utter jungle growing and let loose and disarray. And what do you call that when you leave something to be uh damn, I don't know the word. What is it? Not deceased, but like when you demolished. I don't know what to say, but let's go. Disarray? I don't know. What's the word that I'm thinking of? But this whole backside's eaten by termites. And now the whole thing's getting put together. We got energy into it. We got money into it. We're buying the parts and pieces. If anybody wants to invest, let me know. Could use a little dolo so we can get bungalow number 2, 3, and 4 together. Let's see if I can get it there. Pretty much simple to market. You can market. Yeah, mostly Saints at the White Beach. Oh no. Let me know when you come back to Lonely Beach. Lonely Beach. So today is about construction criticism because we're on the construction site, and me and Benny Matt got into it. And I want to have a conversation about constructive criticism while we're doing construction, while we're working, and do all that shit. Let me get out of these guys' way. You can see I already got the morning motivation together. You can see the insides put together. Let's see if I can get further out. It's really looking nice. Only a little bit of shit, but that's what people do. We criticize when we don't do the work. We'll point out everyone else's flaws but our own. And this is where the termites, I think we won't come back to, oh, Lonely Beach, no way. We are living in White Sands. Oh no, that's what's up. Oh no, that's what's up. And I'm glad you followed my page. So all my living belongings are right here. But I'll let you know if we come back. Oh, nice. That's what's up. I gotta meet up with a girl that likes real men, not boys. That's her preference. So flex on these hoes. Flex on these hoes. You're gonna have to flex on these hoes. Your voice ain't showing off the weight loss, the sit-ups, the joint, the work, and it's all getting done today. Let's go, shall we? I'll show you some of the rest of this place. Panels getting put in. Joints about to get smoked. You already know the morning motivation. Get up and go. I slept last night in here with the walls open. I sleep much like this at Reggae Hill anyway, so might as well just sleep without uh, any mosquito net. And now we're doing it without a mask, cutting up gypsum and putting pieces in. So your voice getting the pieces in one by one. We have one side of the bungalow done. Takes work, bro. Takes a lot of energy and a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but a lot of energy more than anything to get things going. And that's what it takes to get people to start flowing around in ideas like you taking action. That's what me and Biddy Back got into today. He said, and I quote, I'll show you where we were at. Even if you're going to get hurt, you need to take action. Even though I need the money and I don't have the money to build this place, I had to take action. This is my family. What was I going to do? Just watch them starve? Not going to happen. I'm trying to get my fingerprints off of this. There we go. That almost worked. Anyway, taking bold action is tough because you're going to live by fear that it's always going to look this way and it's always going to be trashy. or you can look with love and start seeing the pathway get cleared and swept, because your boy Saint works. We gotta take all of this out. Going into this place real quick. There's termites everywhere, so not every board is clear. I used to live here with my, I gotta be careful and step on the beams, with my Russian girlfriend. We made love in this bed. I put flowers here. A whole arrangement. I went and picked them. And now look at the place. You can see through the fucking bed. It's bombed out. It's probably the mattress we fucked on. Art pieces on every door. Watch your step, watch your step, watch your step. Used to be an art piece in here. I remember it being really deep. This is what happens when you don't communicate. Russian with an American, a hot-tempered Creole from Louisiana, who bumped into a well-tempered but maybe too polished version of a, oop, almost fell, of a New Zealander. He grew up being polite to people, but snide. I swept all this out. We were on his live. I swept all this out. Got in here. Your boy Sink picked up 6 years of leaves. Look at that. It's nice and clean. Got in on it. Now this toilet goes to this bungalow. It doesn't have a toilet, so these people can come and use it. This one does, so 500 baht a month, 300 baht a month. It's like $9 versus 15. But who needs their own shitter and shower? I don't know. I'm talking about disarray. I mean, look at these stairs. They're just burnt the fuck out and the jungle's grown over it. This is the jungle growing over the dream. And that bungalow's a good bungalow, but now we got to get a bunch of wood. That's why I'm looking for investors so I can get this going. Look at your boy making the path look clean. Let me get out of the sun. Get past the banana leaf. And welcome to Shangri-La. The old path is all feng shuied out. There's a little lizard in here. Look at this house, bro. I've been wanting to go live. Look what the termites do. The termites just fucking eat through every fucking thing. Swept all this off. One of the staircases is missing. Can't go on this side because they're trying to eat that side. So I gotta go on this side, little by little. Oop, oop. Easy, Saint, easy. Show off another bungalow. We're gonna get this one together first because it's got a concrete path. Just need to replace that board, and boom, we're in it. There's another bungalow. We had flipped it up, and he saw this big ass termite nest in here. And you see that punch? That was me punching it. And he was like, how all right, chat? I'm gonna punch it. And or he said plunge his hand into it. Punch, plunge, whatever you want to say. Semantics. And he didn't. And he's like, all right, Saint, how about you do it? And I'm like, all right, I will. Take action, bro. And I went up and I'll do it again. I punched it, right? Give a good punch. I look at my hand, covered in dirt, right? Mattress covered in dirt. Had a little bit of, let me clean it off, already bleeding, bloody knuckles. But I've been punching heavy bags my whole life. Now, he said I was an idiot because I didn't think twice like Geminis do. And I said, you're an idiot because you're thinking too much and you're not taking any action. You're not hollering at any chicks. And I started kind of going off on him on his live. And I said, you said we could argue on your live because I keep it real with my people. And he took it. He kind of took it as I don't know if he took it as constructive criticism or he wasn't going to be somebody's bitch. But I said, all you do is bitch. You keep bitching and you're addicted to bitching. And I think it's time someone tell you about it. Don't come to this island expecting everything to be congruent. It is not, as you can easily tell. There's fucking holes in the ground, right? So we got holes. Let me lift this up. Oh my God, I almost went through. That was one-handed lifting that. Thanks, Mark. You got strength. And you can see straight through the floor, bro. So all this has to be redone. Sheets put down, sheets put on the wall. I had just cleaned it, so this will probably be the second bungalow. This will be ready by next week. Sweeping it out and putting out the walls takes a day. Getting all these panels off. Takes about a day and sweeping it out and getting my buddy's help. 500 baht, 15 bucks. He cleans all the toilet and sweeps it all up for me. I do all kind of the heavy work. Benny Mac's been helping me out, and I had to give him credit because he's been giving me rides and he's been helping me with the dream. I thought I had a place for him to stay, VIP 909. And instead, we get on each other's nerves. Look at this. It's just bombed out, bro. You can see literally the mattress inside. Crazy. And it's all bombed out. And I got my little dream, but I don't like static. I don't like arguing with people. I don't like people complaining. I don't like people saying things under their breath. I don't like them saying it after an uncomfortable laugh. So, you know what I mean? Like, the sarcasm of the Australians gets them in fights all the time. Same like England. They just take the piss, talk the shit, and then constantly talking shit. People don't want to hear it. You know? They just don't want to hear it. And that's what ends up happening is some of us can listen, and some of us don't want to hear it. Straight up. Some of us want to be perfect people, but we're not. We're flawed individuals. We all have something to work on. This is why it's called a construction criticism. Got to get all these leaves off the bananas too at the bottom, make them look better. All the brown ones, been just shucking them down. They're so wet, bro. Check it out. And you grab one, right? You grab one, and let me see. Where's a juicy one? Here's a juicy one right here. Watch how much water comes out of this. Did you see that? Look how much water is in palm trees, bro. Look how wet that is. It's just dripping. There's so much water in palm trees. It's a fucking trip. We need Cambodians to come in and clean this all up. Get all the pieces. Catch this one. It's going to fall. This palm tree is dead up there. Let me show you. Work's got to get done. Constructive work. So I was working while Benny was talking shit. Some Geminis, as you know, will sabotage shit. Yeah, this thing's almost dead at the top, so it's got to come down before it smashes onto the bungalows. That would suck. But, you know, constructive criticism, being able to take action, even though we're scared or uncomfortable, you know, doing the things that we need to do, like approach women and invest wildly and, you know, take bold action. It's not for everybody. Some people never want to leave their comfort zone, right? They never want to hear any sort of other people's perspective. They live in a bubble. Some live in a van. And then when they have time to go socialize with other people, they don't know how. They simply want to go sleep early. Man, this thing's so wet. It's crazy. You know, by the time it's time to socialize with people, we don't know how. And that's what ends up happening. We become so isolated, so comfortable with ourselves. We never leave the comfort of our homes. We never hear other people's opinions. We just live in vacuum tubes, regurgitating the information that we like to hear, versus someone coming and telling us about ourselves so that way we can work on it. That's where it comes from, bro. It comes from just love. I told the place, I know I'm too direct. I told the chick from California about herself, and she just went right back in California mode. She unfollowed Mostly Saints page. She unfollowed the Mostly Saints page and went back to her ways, instead of saying, why am I so sensitive to a stranger about being single? You know, I had to ask myself, your boy Saint had to ask himself, why am I so violent? What made me so angry? How come I couldn't have any chill? You know, I couldn't find my chill. And that's some of the questions that I ask ourselves is, how do we chill? How do we chill the fuck out? You know, chill the fuck out. Control ourselves without irritating others, you know? And something that most of us learn in school because we have to be around other people and shit. But some people, they're not like that. Some people want to be alone. Some people swore off the world and are anarchists and don't want to hear it. And that's fine too, you know? But for those that can handle constructive criticism, for those that can handle a sharp tongue, for those who can handle prison or criticism. That's what this morning motivation is all about. Is do you have the balls to get told what you're really like? You have the balls to be a better person and stop being the way that you already are and try something new to get new results. And that's the question of the hour. Most of us can't. Most of us can't and won't do anything for ourselves. We'll just keep acting like ourselves and say, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And much like Americans and insistent New Zealanders, we end up treading on people, being extra sarcastic because we're not comfortable in our own skin. And then there it is. Gotta get all these tree branches. And then end up taking it out on everyone else like it's their job to fucking listen to our shit. And it's not. It's our job to control ourselves. I thought I did pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty good right now, getting all these palm trees laid out, taking out the brown spots. But yeah, the path is clear and it's beautiful and it's all swept thanks to hard work. And dedication and communication. I figured I could communicate with Pinon because he doesn't want to talk about the money that I lent him. So Nit says as long as I don't mention the past, he'll be cool. And there he is. He's showing up working on his dream because this is his dream. He built these every day with people, saving up money to make bungalows, the most beautiful bungalows in Lonely Beach. And sometimes it works, like today. Sometimes we work, and then sometimes we fuck off. They did their job, they grabbed their tools, and a whole side is done. One day, it's gonna take 2 days. They're probably gonna go drink some beer and shit, but we got one side done. I bought them, they installed them. We're gonna keep going that way. Every time Nit needs some money, she just asks me, and I make sure I give it to her. Already ran out of cash because I gotta extend my visa. Had some cash to save, but I don't have enough money to take 300 euros out, which is $300, which is 10,000 baht, and that's what I need to get. I'm like got like 140 bucks left, and they took 250 out, so I almost had 300, another 100 to pull out. I mean, another 10,000 baht to pull out, but I got to work on it. I replanted a plant, you know, um, watching these jackfruits grow, put them on a stand off the ground so they won't, you know, get eaten by the bugs. Yep, these things are fucking huge. You can't see them. They got to be at least 20 kilos in the trees hanging. Just fucking amazing. And that's what it is. Hanging the amazing. Being able to take construction criticism, you know, me being too abusive to even have a child, having an unwanted abortion, my rage, my temper, trying to pull my pregnant wife out of a car. I had to face that shit. I had to face me being a rebel, being in South Korean prison, wanting to smoke weed wherever I go and do those things. But yeah, I wish Benny Mac all the luck in the world. I wish he didn't have the same anxiety. He gets nervous. He says he gets antsy. And it's like, you know, you're on a time clock before he starts getting bitchy. Then you got to get going. Then he might make side comments. You know, that's always fun when people are talking underneath their breath or saying some shit. I think it's high time everybody says what they mean. So many people want to pretend, and I just don't want to pretend. I told that girl she misconstrued me 3 different times in 3 hours, and she was insistent. She wanted to talk about politics. She wanted to cut people off. She wanted to be sarcastic, joke with them while they were still trying to make their point. And I remember I used to be a lot like that before I kind of got seen and told about my ways, where it's just like, you're so American, like you're loud, People can hear you from other conversations. They're trying to just have their own conversations. They're not trying to hear you. And I had to learn that not to talk about politics or money or religion. Stay away from those subjects. There's people that can't wait to have those conversations and get crazy with people. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And I just didn't want to be a part of that. So let me get a little quick shower on. Keeps turning off. Coffee. This is a jungle shower. You just sop yourself down with a hose. Pull yourself off. Get the shit out of your hair. Anything that's falling in there, all the dust. I mean, Benny sees it as practical. He's smart. So he knows about gadgets and he knows about not inhaling gypsum when they're cutting it. And then everybody else is just here living, no mask, working the whole day. And they're not afraid. So you just gotta ask yourself, man, how much fear dominates your life? How you might be ballsy enough to listen to somebody else's criticism. You know, I get criticized. I got top abs, and the dude's like, you would have a great physique. You would look so good. And he was on steroids, you know, one of those older dudes that were on steroids, and wanted to teach me about having like a bar and getting my lower extremities. And I just lost 30 pounds, but it's never enough. Everybody wants me to be super physique, like I don't eat. And I got to take that criticism, you know? Some guy gave it to me, and I didn't even ask for it. It was construction criticism, and I wasn't even asking for it. Dude just told me about myself. So, you know, I get it all the time. I can take it. If you give it, you got to be able to take it. And that's what I was just telling them. You've been giving shit. You've been talking shit and saying shit out of the side of your mouth. And like dark humor. And then you'll say a joke. Well, that's why I can't live with you. Ha 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 ha. And it's like, you have something to say. Just say it. You know, you're bringing up the subject to other people. Just say it. Like, let's get it out on the table. And the guy's like, why are you recording if the guy's criticizing you? Me criticizing you. And he's like, because it's content. And I'm saying that he's not the same guy unless he's filming live. And I'm just me, bro. I just fucking live a life that just so happens to have some pretty cool shit. I thought, you know, traveling would be a cool way, or doing a business, making shirts would be a cool way to show people my lifestyle. But, you know, just another life out there that I didn't think even existed. You know, when I was working 16-hour days, selling cars, I figured I could do these hours for myself, you know, and that's what I'm doing. I need a home, so I'm working for myself, investing in my own home. I've been sleeping outside for the last 2 weeks, just where everybody walking by. This place is starting to become so inviting. People came in here this morning at like 7 a.m. trying to sneak in and see what it was all about. I'm like, you guys can't be here. This is my home. It's my new home. And they were like, ooh, a new bamboo entrance. Look at this new home. So much energy transformed it into a dump that people just walked by and didn't even bother. Now it's all chopped up and open. Everything's clean, been washed down, scrubbed, swept, wiped, sprayed, and constructed. And that's how you become a polished product. That's what happens is you have been under construction, you've been broken down, you've been this way before. All of us have depressed, broken down, barely alive, eaten alive. I'm sure all of us have been this way, clutter underneath, trash underneath, clutter inside, clutter in our minds. And I was just saying that I knew I needed to have a conversation with this guy. I knew that it was starting to get to me that he was being snide. It was starting to get to me that he wasn't getting into the conversations, and he was starting to do his own thing, playing on his phone, smoking joints, not sharing them, not talking with people, just saying a few comments and then jumping back out of the conversation. Maybe doesn't feel comfortable. Maybe people don't want to do that. There's Cocood, where you can be all alone and not talk to anyone. There's other places that you can do that at. So, I was just trying to encourage him to get out of his shell, be gregarious, be the person that has all that personality that's on his show, and show some of that. You got all this talent of making, what you call it, voices and doing all these things. But then you get off your live, and then it's like you're not alive. And I just had to tell him, it's like, come on, man, keep that same energy, as we say in America, keep that same energy. And that's what I've been doing. It's just like, I'm always going to work. I kept my same energy, the same energy I bring to Saints Addiction. I'm on a mission. I knew I was addicted to this lifestyle, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting my body right. I can feel the push-ups I did this morning. I've been doing my sit-ups. Listen to this guy. I probably should get a bar and just whip it around my love handles and get rid of all the fat. And that's just facts. And it's like, what's a fact and what's an opinion? My buddy was saying that this chick was ugly. I said she was a nice chick. She's also fiendish. He was fiendish. I'm like, that's your people. He didn't want to hear that. He's like, I know Finland girls uh, are all built like shot putters, is what he said. So for being a potbelly Creole, having muscles, having a great top, I also have a bad bottom. And I also don't have the balls to talk to some girls. I should have gone with the Swedish girl when she was drunk, but I didn't have the balls to do it. And I've had some beautiful women that I lost the balls and confidence to talk to, and that's just facts. And it's something I pumped myself up this morning. It's like, listening to Jim Carrey, him talk about, living out of fear or love. And I love these people. They take care of me, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I don't only just need a place to stay, but these are my people too. So getting them involved, putting that energy into it, bringing this place back to life. It just was so bummed out. It broke my heart, and people all were all brokenhearted, but they might not do something about it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing something with my broken heart. I came here losing a child and needing healing, and I went around the world for a year, and that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my body back. I'm getting my mind back. I'm getting my soul back, and I'm taking the constructive criticism about, how direct I can be, or I don't have to say things the way that I say them, and I got to hear that constructive criticism as well. So it had to happen. Biddy Mac's been giving me rides, and it's just tough rolling with him because he's kind of snide. He wants to do his own thing, like go eat at a place. And I'm like, all the girls are over here. Yeah, but I eat here every day. And I'm like, let's go. He's like, well, at least I don't holler at every girl that walks by. And I'm like, you don't holler at anyone at all. And I only holler at people that I know. It just so happens that I'm social. If you become social, then people will know you, and you will see them on the streets, and you will holler at them as well. So anyway, it's just one of those things where I had to get my day going. The whole day is finished. We got one side on. It's construction day, and had to do my morning motivation after I did the hyperlapse video of all the construction that they did today. I did not do. I have one of us sweeping this half part. I figured I didn't need another doing the other half part, but I did. I swept the rest of the trail. Mom said, "Mark, come here." Pointed at it. She said, "This one's going to be number one. You're going to be in here. If your friend needs a spot, that'll be 300 baht. He can use his own toilet. We'll get that fixed up. I want everything back up at the top. Get rid of all the junk." Okay, yes, ma'am. I want you to pull all the weeds back, trim off all the palm trees, clear out that bathroom. Yes, ma'am. This will be number two. I showed you the bungalow down there. It only needs one wood piece and all the paneling, and it's done. And just be here. Live here in the mornings. Get up, get in construction mode with Pinong. Whatever they're working on, I'm working on. Whatever they need to be bought, I'm bought. And as soon as she can, she's going to break me off the money. That my split, my 60-40% should be 50-50. And just like that, 50-50 it. I put in the money, I put in the work, and now I got a place to live. They know me. I've always been putting in work, and they know I'm going to continue to do work. I don't just sit here with a Mai Tai and start recording them working. I'm working alongside them, so that's why recording didn't happen. But you saw a piece of the construction work. You get to see the new siding. I'm very grateful for that. That's a touchdown all day. And your boy Marky Saint is bringing Easy House back to life. So that's my morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, please like, share, and subscribe below. And as always, chigata. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But don't forget, peace and love too. And Love over fear. Ciao. I'll see you on the other side.